to commit themselves to support the campaign to bring about change, then I think we should perhaps aim for much larger numbers than what we are having on the campaign. And the challenge there is to devise ways of attracting people. In fact, sometimes I feel embarrassed because occasionally when I social functions I run into people who tell me they've heard about the campaign, but they are just somehow there's this difficulty of putting in touch potential members and our organization. So again, it's an area of challenge, and the respective team leaders I hope they can what progress has been made. So far, my observation is that the area will progress. The whole general gentlemen and ladies, and I'd like to personally and especially acknowledge the presence of ladies. I see two have come in. Maybe more will come. Basically, I need to say that this campaign, the need for it, is today as strong as it has ever been. It is all about contributing to efforts that are going on to bring about change in the Gambia. I don't need to go into the spirit of the Gambia. You all follow how it is. If anything, it's getting more and more serious, and more, should I say, threatening in terms of the well-being of our people in the country and the great progress of the country. The situation, as we know, has been brought about by bad governance. And that situation of bad governance is still there. If anything, it's getting worse. I'm sure that the powers that be in the Gambia are making arrangements to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the atomic power. This should be a reminder to us all also of how long our country has been in this situation, apart from the fact that it's getting worse. Therefore, the challenge to all Gambians who mean well for the country, who are concerned about the country, is to really resolve that this is not a time to relax. If anything, we should roll our sleeves even more. And this campaign is really intended to be part of that movement of Gambians, wherever they are in the country, inside the Gambia, as well as to try to bring about a change, to put an end to the downward slide of our country. It's a very worrying situation when you come to reflect it. Considerable amount of harm has been done, damage has been done. I'm less worried about the more material aspects like delay in development, lost opportunities for development, but more concerned about issues like the destruction of the state itself, institution as an institution, the undermining of our fundamental values as a society. Now, on top of it, the rise in insecurity with the kind of trends that we are seeing back home. The government has no scruples, no hesitation, no qualms about dividing our people, setting one against the other. Those are all very, very worrisome signs. So that if there is need, if there has ever been a need for this campaign, I think it's even stronger now than before. Every day that goes by, in my opinion, exposes the Gambia to very serious risks. So that I think I would appeal to Gambians. I would appeal to us in the campaign to double our efforts and also to try and spread the word and bring in as many more Gambians on board as possible. We say so because we realize right from the word go that we have certain comparative advantages. We are in a small country, but a very free country, where this kind of activism is fairly well known and fairly well supported, if only we know how to go about it. So that I think every vision for the campaign to continue its work. I don't think there's any reason for us for anybody to feel we have either outlived our usefulness or our relevance. I think we are even more relevant today than we were. And I want to leave this as my parting comments while I speak on this meeting. Thank you very much for your attention. Right, I think we'll go straight away to consider the activities reports from the various team leaders. The order in which they are put down, if you can go by that. James? Communication?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much, members of the executive who are seated. Thank you, those of you who have left your very important engagements in very many businesses to come here today to attend this meeting. I am from the West Midlands, as you know, lived in Birmingham for a bit, now just live slightly outside of Birmingham. And therefore, I think it would be in order for me to say, welcome to Birmingham. The attendance here today is pleasantly surprising. And I thank you all again for coming. Now, thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your overview of things as they stand now and what we need to do going forward. I'm going to talk about my own pillar, which is the communications pillar, and what we've done, how far we've come, the challenges we've encountered, and how we intend to overcome these challenges so that we can do the organization's business. Now, as you are all aware, communication is central to the selling of the message that we have and our ideas and also our programs. And therefore, it is for me a privilege, but also a pleasure to be able to work in this particular sector. Now, since the formation of CDCG a year ago now, we've been, like Chairman reminded us, we've been making baby steps, if you like, to a point where today we are all aware of the organization. Still, we have a little more to do. Perhaps a lot more, in fact, to do, but that we are still standing a year today, or this month, in May coming. A lot of things have happened in that period. Upon the setting up of the organization following the Constitutive Congress back in May last year, with the pillars all in place, the communications pillar was important. Very, very important in terms of how we sell the organization to the wider public. We therefore decided to have a website which is standard today to any organization of any substance. We have other windows into how the organization is run, what programs we have, and so on and so on. So the communications pillar, like I said, is very important. Now, that is where we have to sell CDCG, but also that is where we are able to communicate with our members and also use it as a tool to recruit other members from the wider public. We have encountered a lot of challenges in the way, and one of the biggest challenges that we have had so far, and which we are in the process of remedying, is that the website which we have, the CDCG website, quite frankly, is not functional. Now, the buck stops with me in this regard, and therefore, if there is going to be any blame given anywhere, it falls straight and directly and squarely on myself and my team. Now, running a website, CDCG website in particular, running a website asks for a lot of input in terms of time, in terms of populating it with important information and messages. And I am not terribly good with technical business, technical issues. But I can write, and so can a lot of other people. So we are trying to remedy the very fact that the website has not been very functional. Now, there may be many reasons why that is, but these are problems, and problems need solutions, and we've been trying to solve these problems. We also have a Facebook page, which is even more better active than the website itself. But still, there is a lot of work to be done in that direction as well. So we realize these problems, we realize these challenges that we have, and as a result, we called a meeting recently to address some of these challenges, some of these problems we encounter. As a result of which we decided then that we are going to put together an editorial team which will then be able to address some of these shortcomings in terms of populating the website, a whole host of areas in the website, many pages that have not even been done or dealt with. So, following the meeting, we have agreed to put that editorial team together, and also tasked with doing write-ups and importing interesting and important and relevant information from other sources so that we can continue to populate the website to ensure that people would have up-to-date, relevant information both about the organization but also about what's happening on the ground in Gambia and the general diaspora movements, pro-democracy groups that are all around. Now, that is in the making. We are also going to look at the same way, look at the website, the Facebook page. We also have a Twitter page, I suppose. And these are all things that we need really to be more functional. So I think the editorial board or the editorial team that we are putting together is tasked to look at how to remedy this lack, if you like, of enthusiasm in that area and to communicate directly to the people through this medium. We will continue to work on that as we go along, and we hope that very shortly, hopefully, we'll be able to bring you a more functional website, a website that will look at interesting issues. I know there are journalists around here, Mr. Jeng, who is, and you will be able to tell us perhaps, Bamba Mas, of course, Managing Director of Kibaro, who is doing a brilliant job, be able to tell us whether we are doing our work better. You will be our window, our mirror, so to speak, and we'll be looking forward to giving us critical reviews about what we are doing with the website and so on and so on. But the work stops with the CDCG, and now we have a lot of things happening in Gambia for which we are chasing shadows, if you like. We are not keeping up to date with development, as it were. Now, I was told once when I was a lot younger by my mentor,